How come when you're on an airplane, it's called I'm flying, but when you're on a boat, it's not called I'm swimming? So the gem crab boss has been released. This is the coolest thing ever. I'm going to show you very quick tutorial on how to do it. And the gear is what I think is the best in slot gear, but you're going to need 70 defense and attack and strength, whatever, for DH to do that. If you're doing DH, follow this method. Couple of super combats. I'm not going to bring divines because my HP is too low to sip them, and just adds confusion. Like, I'd have to bring food, eat the food, then sip the divine, and whatever else. So I'm not going to do that. Prayer regen pots, these are expensive, but worth it if you want to have long trips, which you probably do. Bunch of prayer pots, you're going to want to keep piety activated the whole time. This pennant of 80s or 8s is going to get you there quickly. You need the Dwarven Rock Cake to keep your health low. It's just a teleport, and the Dragon Pickaxe Gem Bag is if you wanted to mine the stuff at the end. So this is what I recommend. We've got a little bit of prayer bonus here, but otherwise max out that damage. I would teleport with the Pendant of 8s right to... well, actually, I'll do it first, but then I'll show you how you're actually going to get there. So Cast Story is where you're going to teleport to on the Pendant. This Pendant can be acquired from killing the Frost Negua boss or whatever. It takes you right here to the Tlati Rainforest. And then the Gem Crab boss is right here. So that's your best bet. What I'm going to do is I'll show you how to get there otherwise though. So skip ahead using the little thingies skipping if you don't care for this. So once you're, I'm going to my house, but you're going to teleport to Civilitas Illa Fortis. There we go. We're going to take this Renew spot, the little birdie boy. Take the bird to the Tal Teklin. I sound like really dumb trying to read these names and clearly getting them all wrong. But yeah, this would take you to the new area, the new rainforest. And at this point, we'll just run a little bit south here, so going to the Gemstone crab. So there's 3 areas for the Gemstone crab. While I make this run, I'll open up the wiki and show you. There's 3 areas that it can be at, as you can see on the map, 1, 2, and 3. Once you get to the area, you'll see if the boss is there or not. And it looks like it is. There's an HP bar above it, and it's about to go away. So I'll watch as this happens here. I'm not going to attack it yet. There you go. Boss is dead. It's 10 minutes. It's not an actual HP bar. If I try and mine this, you don't have room for it. So it drops to the floor. There you go. So for whatever reason, I was doing this right before, so I was actually one of the most skilled PVMers. It's only the top 16 players get it. So you just click on the cave and it'll take you directly to where you want to go. So this is what you do. You click on the boss and then you go AFK for an hour. 10 minutes. You go AFK for 10 minutes. When you're using DH, you want to flick your rapid heal on to keep your health at 2. I'm getting targeted right now. I don't need to pray melee. Okay? I'm going to sip all my pots here. I don't need to pray melee because its max hit is 1 no matter what. And it very rarely hits that 1. So with DH, you're going to stay at 2 unless you want to be super risky and sit at 1. Like, you could. But once it's not targeting me, like, I don't even get damage. So at this point, I could go down to 1 HP and do a little bit more damage. The fun part of this is the XP rates. So early numbers are showing 100k. This is gonna go up quite a bit. So in the meantime, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna go back to the wiki and kind of show you a little bit more of it. So the way this boss works is it can be fought solo and in groups, but it's designed to encourage collaborative training. 16 players who do the most damage get the opportunity to mine it for 3 random unnoted gems, opals to dragonstones. So this is what it can drop. It's really nice. These topazes, like on an Iron Man, any of these opal jade topaz are nice to get. So if you're an iron, that's good. On the main, honestly, skip it. Like, you're not going to need it. It's not going to give you much unless you want to make a little bit of cash back. But especially at the start of a trip, like, we're good. So I'm up to 3 health now, so I'm just going to guzzle that rock cake. Brings me back down to 2, and then I'll use the rapid heal to reset that 1-minute timer on there. Crab stays in place for exactly 10 minutes, and then it switches locations. The health bar of the monster doesn't show its actual health, but how much time is left before it swaps. You earn slightly less XP per hit than usual. It's about 87.5% instead of 100%. But it's still better because there's no overkill. So overkill is actually a big deal for training methods. You want to have things with really high HP. So if this had 12 health left, my max hit is now 12, which handicaps that when you're using full DH, you have a very, very high max hit. So that's pretty well how she goes there. So the DH has been chopping away here for a little bit. I would probably pot when this gets to half health. I'll repot the Super Combat, and that means each sip is 5 minutes, so 20 minutes for the 4 doses, 60 minutes total. Got a couple of prayer gens that'll last me all that time, and then we got our prayer pots. So, and then I'm 3 health, so I'll bring it back down. Very simple. Like, there's nothing more to it. We can see some of the gear setups that people are using here. If you're like a pure or something, you're going to want to use your best available weapon for the style that you're training with. Range, you take no damage, which is kind of nice, so you can just click it and go AFK for 10 minutes. A lot of people are losing their arrows and their bolts and stuff here, so get your best accumulator-esque pack. Basically, whatever your best weapon is, use that. Try and use pots and prayers, but if you're an Iron Man, don't waste prayer pots here. Like, it's just probably not worth your time. So I'm going to check the XP rate. 143k XP right now with DH, and it's still going up. It's pretty wild. I was getting 170k XP an hour before. Maybe I was getting pretty lucky on the hits, but yeah, it is very good. Very good. Look at this. This is the best update RuneScape's ever had. The worst part about this update is there's no pet from this boss. It's not really a boss, so that makes sense. But, like, come on, I would have loved to have a crab following me around. Like, look at that thing. So, yeah, I'm going to test out some other, like, setups for melee, because there might be some weird methods, like using the full Mechahoodle could be really good. But, yeah, in general, DH is typically the best that you can possibly get, so... Let me know what you think about Valarmore Part 3 in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you aren't subscribed that are watching these videos, so, you know, click that. I'll be having some more guides and a lot of, like, videos and stuff. I don't know. You know what to do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's night, right? So, I mean, come on.